Let's meet the starting lineup for the visitors. The LA Clippers. At center, Ivica Zubac. At power forward, Marcus Morris Sr. At point guard, Reggie Jackson. At the other guard position, Paul George. At the other forward position, Kawhi Leonard. The head coach of the visiting team, Ty Lue. Let's hear it for the starting five for your Los Angeles Lakers. At shooting guard, at 6 feet 3 inches, number 11, Malik Monk. At center, 6'10", number 39, Dwight Howard. Starting at the other guard, at 6 feet 3 inches, number 0, Russell Westbrook. At forward, 6'10", number 3, A.D. Anthony Davis. At forward, 6'9", number 6, LeBron James. The head coach for your Los Angeles Lakers, Frank Vogel. Let's hear it for your Los Angeles Lakers.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. And tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Los Angeles Clippers. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Well, playing in Los Angeles presents unique challenges. Lakers great Magic Johnson says Hollywood's right there. And you can't go too close to all of that because it'll take away from winning. So you have to be disciplined to play in LA, and remember that with the Lakers, it's all about winning championships. Kevin?
It sure is, and the banners to prove it, David. Thank you. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Tuesday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns. Here are the five for the Clippers. The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wings. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for the Lakers. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Monk is out there with Howard. And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now.
Now here's Westbrook. James looking around. Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. And no good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Leonard attacking, and Davis sends it back.
And wingspan, mobility, Davis is basically a shooter's nightmare. One of the great shot blockers in the league.
Leonard with the steal. Pass to Jackson. Floats one up, and Davis sends it back. And they'll keep possession. And here's Leonard from three. And it's Leonard again missing. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Left side, Davis, 8 feet away. Bank shot, no good. The Clippers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration. Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
So it's the Lakers now. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Here's Westbrook. The shot, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
There's the screen. LeBron against Leonard. Jackson in the corner. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Just 5 to shoot. And here's George for 3. That shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it, missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
That gives them the lead.
And you gotta love that 3-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
We've got a lineup change for the Lakers or the Clippers.
A brief check now of the stats for Bledsoe. Last season's performance for him. Last season, put up about 12 points per game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. There's the drive and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Jordan trying to free himself up. Anthony's shot is off.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Well, the rhythm, the timing, when Bledsoe is in his groove, look out on the catch and shoot.
And here's none. Following the 3 from Eric Bledsoe. Kicks it out to Ariza. Back to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Nunn. Over Bledsoe. And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
The dogged defense from Mr. Bledsoe twice on the pipes.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Batum. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Now the pass to Kennard. Shoots over Bazemore. That one wide left.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Clippers on top, up by 4. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. We've heard Russell Westbrook say his job is to do everything, but he understands that it's also a team effort.
We got to do it together, and I think that's more important than scoring any points or doing anything else is leadership, and that's where I got to find my niche and try to lead the guys.
Break leadership, an area where Westbrook, I think, feels he's growing.
And with his motor, he's always been a culture setter. But bringing your teammates along is also about setting the tone for collaboration.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Lakers right now, Rajon Rondo is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Anthony. And it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And every year we see, Greg, some incredible comebacks. What distinguishes, in your mind, those with the resilience to battle back?
I think it starts with a belief and desire. And the great ones truly hate to lose.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Ibaka sets the pick for Leonard. And Davis sends it back. Anthony against Batum. Anthony, the pass to James. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
Boy, you think about the level of contact over the course of LeBron James's career. For most guys, it could wear you out. For LeBron James, he just powers through.
Now here's Leonard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Anthony against Batum. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, no surprise to see the hoop and the harm. Melo with the beautiful touch.
And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer. And he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
You know, that's an interesting point about Carmelo, one of the most prolific free throw shooters in the history of the game. Spends a lot of time at the stripe.
And let's check out the stats for James. Coming off a terrific season, putting up about 25 points per, 7 assists and 7 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
But it's certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Jackson kicks to George. Zubac, a screen on Westbrook. Here's George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The drive by LeBron. Lakers passing it around. to the middle. The kick out to Westbrook. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Westbrook's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers.
What a pass from LeBron James. This guy just has a sixth sense for finding the open man.
It's George on the wing. There's 1:38 left in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jackson. Over Rondo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Rajon Rondo.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
2 shots.
A free throw drops for Jackson.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Trevor Ariza's checked in for LeBron. Ken Bazemore comes in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Rajon Rondo. The Clippers also changing it up. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Batum. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Paul George. Jackson hits both of them. 1:29 left here in the second. Pass to Davis. Kennard against Ariza. Back to Nunn. Passes to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Zubac. And that one hits back iron. The Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Kennard against Nunn. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. Kennard setting the pick for Zubac. For 3. Ariza with the rebound. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Nunn passes to Anthony. Right side Davis. Puts the move on. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside Jackson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with the Lakers, Frank Vogel. Coach, with your size advantage, were you trying to get the ball to Anthony Davis inside?
Not any more than usual. We just give him the basketball down low and ask him to read. There's been a couple opportunities where they came in double and he found open guy. If he gets single coverage, he goes score the ball.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome. First up, let's look at the 2 guys who are each leading their respective teams through the first half. And to see these 2 shouldering the burden, carrying their teams, almost makes your back sore, huh, Shaq?
No, stop it. Might have to get him some of that icy hot. Man up.
You might just, couldn't hurt. Now, looking at that first half of play, Lakers find themselves in a battle.
Well as they perform offensively, I'm surprised that they haven't opened up a significant lead. I mean, the passing shots are shooting well, they're making good decisions, but they haven't opened up the game yet. That could be difficult.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. And it's Zubac in at the center position. Here's Westbrook. Here's Davis. He's off on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. George looking over the floor. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. The shot's good from Monk.
And remember, Davis played point guard in high school, showing off the vision there with that nice dime.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Leonard. No good that time. Great D that time from James. Davis down low. Defended by George. Davis kicks to Howard. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Russell Westbrook. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged 22 points per game last season, 11 assists and 11 rebounds. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
Now here's Leonard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Kawhi Leonard, if you allow him to get to his spots, it's an easy score. In the painted area, that's easy money.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build, and Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Man's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers, Terrence Mann.
On defense, the Lakers. Ibaka with the screen on James. Leonard attacking. LeBron with the block.
Wow, LeBron James sends it back emphatically. That was a message, folks.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. George finds Leonard. 1:21 left to play in the third. Great D that time from LeBron.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Clippers trail by 10, and the Clippers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, they can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Howard. Ken Bazemore comes in for James. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Monk. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The Clippers also making some changes. Luke Kennard comes in for George, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Leonard. Ibaka, the pass to Kennard. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Mann. He's covered by Rondo. Stop the run, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Rajon Rondo, and this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Really a good season for him overall last year. When you look at the number, 83% from the line.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. It's 47 seconds left in the third. Rondo passes to Jordan. Now Bazemore. Jordan sets the pick for Bazemore. The pass to Rondo. Here's Jordan. That shot off, so the Clippers will take it the other way. None against Bledsoe. And Jordan sends it back.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
Outside Rondo. Down low. Here's Anthony. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Anthony's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers. Here's Batum. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Come on, fans.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Howard is out there with Malik Monk. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And it's slammed in by Howard.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
Jackson kicks to George. To the inside. Here's Leonard. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Davis. Here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And Monk doesn't fool around when he's driving. He's got room to go up for the finish there, and he just lifts off with power.
Now here's Leonard. Over Davis. There's another block. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
Monk dishes to LeBron. Davis sets a screen. Back to Monk. High post, Howard. James against Leonard. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. James, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They trail by 14.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now here's James. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Good work there as it goes. And the Lakers lead by 16.
Well, just really intelligent playmaking from Russell Westbrook. This guy sees someone with a good look, and he gets him the basketball.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers.
Marcus Morris Sr.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Jackson finds George.
2 minutes remain in this ball.
Back to Jackson. Zubac's a screen on Westbrook. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first
Clearly a foul.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Now here's Westbrook. On the wing, Davis. Count that one. Davis has got his first points of the game.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now here's Leonard. Zubac's a screen on Davis. Leonard attacking. Count it.
Kawhi Leonard's so calm, mixes speeds, understands when and where to drive the basketball.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Leonard against James. It's hauled in by George. Clippers trail by 14.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Lakers.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. When everything started to look a little dire, they really put the hammer down.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Anthony Davis.
Well, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
Here's Jackson following the basket by LeBron James. The feed to Leonard. 6 to shoot. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's none. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Ron, when you know AD is behind you, how does that help you defensively?
You can stay home. You can allow him to play one-on-one versus a guard versus a big, and you can stay home and be able to box out and get rebounds because he's that good.
It's quite a 1-2 punch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Anthony Davis.